Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 4th episode of the 2nd season of Jashin-chan Dropkick. And last episode, we had kind of a bit of a welcoming party sort of thing for Peru-chan, where we gave her that nickname, and Jashin-chan, as usual, says her kind of not amazing gags that are too hard to understand, but Yurine quite enjoyed, and because Yurine enjoyed it as much as she did, that kind of indirectly added some enjoyment to me from that scene, so that was something at least. But we also had a kidnapping scene. Well, we didn't actually see that kidnapping take place, we just saw kind of a bit of the aftermath, like the poor traumatized child just shivering in a strange place. And then she was luckily found, recovered, brought back to her guardian, however you want to phrase it. Things were resolved, mostly, you know. The one that did it's still not in jail or even fired, but, you know, it's just how it goes sometimes. And we also had a terrifying trip to the dentist, which is pretty much the closest you can get to hell in real life. So, yeah, that was last episode. What are we going to get with this episode? I want to know, so I'm going to watch it because that's the best way to do so. So, 3, 2, 1, play. Future, huh? Yeah, only lame people study. You should play with toys and games like I do. It's a much more productive use of your time. Wow, she just kind of wrecked Jashin-chan there. Didn't expect that. Oh, wow, that's a... Oh! Wait, what just happened? It looked like she just hit the cake with the axe, but I might have to look at that scene again. You're dropping the ball, Jashin-chan. Why are you such a failure? That would probably be a good way to solve the problem. We could just call it Jashin-chan's abusive life. You know, because she's abusive to basically everyone around her. Some more than others. Actually, let's see, what would be the most accurate title for this show? I should really give this a real thought while the opening plays, because I got nothing better to do during that time. Jashin-chan's demonic life. It's not bad, but I wonder if I could come up with something better. That time I summoned a snake girl and had to defend myself from her. No. The many failed murder attempts from Jashin-chan? No. Jashin-chan and Yurine's love-filled life. That's it. Smart aleck devil. It's not really something somebody else can answer for you. That's interesting. Those goals are high, but I think we can do it if we're serious. That's a face. Well, that's better than the being a pencil cap. At least a little bit. Should write to want to be a bride on its... Oh wow, okay. That took a turn. Jeez. That's how you get called into the principal's office. I mean, Yuri Kingdom, I could get behind that. I believe she could do it. That needs to happen in season 3. God, my nose itched. Just be careful, don't hurt yourself. That's your anus job. Oh no. Yeah, that was never gonna work. Let's be honest. My hand slipped. It was an accident, I swear. Please don't slice me in half. Is a kiss an option? Oh. Ouch, okay, that I didn't see coming. Are you okay? Mistakes were made. You might not want to laugh at the person that's already angry at you. That's not gonna help anything. At this rate, you're gonna get both a kick and a punch. Maybe something extra. Yeah, that was another mistake made. Gotta hang her up. Ouch! Ow. It's like when you have an itch on that one spot of your back you can't reach, except 10,000 times worse. I kind of have an itch on my back there now. Yeah, I'm trying to do my thing, guys. Can you keep the torture down a bit? What am I looking at? Well, we probably have that, so get it while it's hot. Yeah, dinner is like he's a fish. So which part of Jashin-chan would you like? I personally recommend the belly. Yeah, there's a lot of that. A lot of taxes and fees and stuff. Yeah, I wouldn't expect that. That'd be pretty nice. 1,000 yen per day. It's more than I make as a YouTuber. By quite a bit. As sad as it is to say. Yeah, that's a pretty big improvement for you. Meanwhile, Jashin-chan's attitude. Oh, Angel Talk. Hello. Pedo and Poporon. Yeah, there's nothing to worry about. I'm not trying to call it a friendly chat exactly. Yeah, I just watched the anime, really. Okay. Not sure how you respond to that. I mean, probably not. It does seem pretty horrible. Oh. Well then. I guess that's what they call it heaven. Yes, it is Tengoku. That's the joke. Oh, don't open that. That's not for you. Please keep it on. Somebody's gotta pay for that, Jashin-chan. Yeah, somebody kind of took your delivery. I want to punish her. And both of them, too. Well, it's a little bit late now. I gotta eat Jashin-chan instead. That doesn't look too bad. What a glutton. Well, I guess it worked out, more or less. Yeah, Pick would have had the same stuff happen. It you just sort of go with the flow and these things happen. Getting kind of hungry now. Of course, we could also have some 100% beef. That would be a good meal as well. Oh, wow. Thanks for the heads up. I'll get my screenshot button ready. I think we had at least one beach episode season 1, but we could always use more. Friggin' Pekoda in her school swimsuits. And yeah, you're in it looking probably the best. Yeah, I remember that. That's what I was referring to. They all look great, though, for sure. Not a bad one amongst them. Oh, wow, she does. I mean, she had legs once before, right? Yeah, when she has legs, I mean, she has something else that comes with the territory. Yeah, nothing good like that. Don't get the wrong idea. Ow! Satan's tears, right. That's what it was. Yeah, special occasion, you grow legs for it. It's not gonna taste any better, no. Oh, jeez. Way to make it worse. This is, yeah, not a very good gift. I mean, Phoenix tears would probably be better. And now that you have legs, you can have your internet rub sunblock on them. Man, she is actually unexpectedly savage. Gross lower half. Urena got a kick out of that. Always somebody has to do that. Yeah, nobody would dare steal a devil's stuff. Well, that's why you have Jashin-chan rub the sunblock on you. It'll be fine, don't worry. Oh, you don't want to swim either? I guess there's a good chance for them to bond, but yeah, good god, Urania looks good in that. Oh, must be a windy day. Good receive. Did she just pee in the water? I think she just did. I don't think she is. We're very progressive in this anime. Wait, what's happening there? Is Jashin-chan or someone under the water touching her? That's how I choose to take it. Yeah, just new people, friends, doesn't matter what they are. The show does change people. Can't deny that. Give it time. Yes. Maybe she was just trying to make lemon-flavored snow cones. Probably shouldn't spit on urinal like that. I mean, jeez. There's a lewd joke there somewhere, but I couldn't quite think of a way to phrase it. And yeah, speaking of the snow cones, yeah, they're right here. Probably. Yes, specifically lemon flavored. Oh, then what do you... Oh, well, I mean, close enough. Oh yeah, I remember that. Jashin-chan's failed business. Come on, this girl's been through enough. Let's not bully her more. Just yeah, we could always break something. Oh, okay, yeah, we do have to bury her first. So yeah, it takes a while to have your baby grow inside of Jashin-chan. Ain't nobody got time for that. Oh god, she just made an ice sword out of that stick. Okay. Yeah, you're in for it now. It's like the Gundam pose too. Like the classic pose. This would make it so much more terrifying. That's actually a great idea, Yarina. I don't think most kids at home have ice swords, for one thing. Yeah, just right down the middle. They still want to help. Don't take that away from them. Seems like a bit of an overreaction for putting seeds on her face, but... Yeah, you can't even see anything, Jashin-chan. Yeah. Well, there is something over there. Is it a squirrel? It looks like wood, or... yeah, it's probably definitely wood. What are we gonna do with it? Oh, is that a coffin? Oh! Yeah, we did not forget Jashin-chan. Ow. At least we can make our strawberry snow cones now. Yeah, you should at least pull out before you leave. And clean up some of the blood. So, are we gonna be a new character from inside this thing? Yeah, there's someone in there, alright. It's always scary when the inside of a coffin knocks back. So... Hello? Koji did nothing wrong. We saved you. Please don't be violent. At least not to anyone but Jashin-chan. Oh, yeah. Ow! Yeah, this is becoming a full-on fight, kind of. I don't think she has rabies. They're just they're so mean to Jashin. That was an excellent running form. So can we calm this girl down somehow? Maybe with a head pat or something? Or this. This works too. Dead. Did her head come off? Oh, geez, it really did. Oh, no, everything came off. Okay. We'll only put you back together if you promise to stop being violent. Okay. Just... Good thing we have that, I guess. But we got you out of there. Why would we be your enemy? She came from Hill, China. I feel like there's a mean joke I can make there. Especially a comment Jashin-chan made about getting a disease from her. But I'll refrain. Interesting character design, though. Kyun. But why, though? Being human kind of sucks. Jashin-chan here to crush your hopes and dreams. Well, if nothing else, you can become our friend. That's a great consolation prize, right? Good question. I'm human. I can give you a hug if you want. Tokyo's probably much better than Hell Tokyo. And just like that, we have another member of the group. Good job, Jashin-chan. Yeah, I guess you did get something from her after all. Yeah, nothing can keep her down. Well, even Pino's laughing, having a good time. Why does that hopping seem so familiar to me? I guess that was happening somewhere else. Because yeah, usually from the beach, that's what would happen. He would be attacked by a giant squid or something. But I guess that happened to other people. I think that was the implication. I'm not sure. Because I think we dealt with that last time at the beach in this show. Yeah, that was a fun episode. Just Yuri has laughed a lot because of Jashin-chan this season. Like I've kind of lost track of how many times. But yeah, Peru-chan is just... I didn't realize just how savage she was. Like, blunt. I still love this CD. I almost don't want to talk over it. Almost. Especially when it transitions into this jail scene here. Just a lot of effort was put into this. It's great. Just breaks to the chains. I love it so much. If they could make the ZD 5 times longer and I would still never skip it. Yes. Changing up roles. I mean, I'm about to say, yeah, her lap is basically a snake, so how great could that really be? There's nothing better in life than a good lap pillow from the right person. That's your job, Jashin-chan. You can do that all over her. So that was the 4th episode of Jashin-chan, and I don't know. I quite like this episode, honestly. So, yeah, first thing we had was cake. Yay, cake. Petra-chan was writing her thing about what you want to be in the future. You know, pretty typical stuff. Pretty typical anime stuff. And her first goal was to become a pen cap. Not the best choice ever. But yeah, then she said something about being a teacher or whatever, which is much better. It's a much better option. Then we got a very terrifying look of Yurina over here. When we found out what she wanted to be. She's just like a dictator. I don't know. That was well done. Just I can see that tracks. That makes way too much sense. And then we get to see this shot of her with like the red glint in her eyes. Just everything they did with the framing of this was on point. Just very well done. And just even like the over towering image of Yurina with her big old trident and stuff, just potentially taking over hell. I can see that, and that kind of makes sense with the ED, which is probably the best thing about it, because yeah, Yurina, that could be what the ED is about, you know, going up against Yurina who's trying to conquer hell. I would love for that to be a third season development or whatever. But who knows? We had a quick assassination attempt by Jashin-chan, which failed, as he usually does. So nothing really notable about that. That was pretty predictable. But where it took a bit of a turn into the unpredictable was when Yurina was about to retaliate against her, and she asks, "Would you want a punch or a kick?" I would have personally said punch because, you know, there's a fist joke there, you know. But she went for the kick, which was a mistake because she just kind of slipped and fell. Which was hilarious. Although Jashin-chan probably shouldn't have laughed at her for that. No, shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. She just hung her up on one of those butcher shop meat hanger thingies, I believe is the technical term for it. So, and as always, I just love the look of happiness that Yurina, sadistic happiness that Yurina has on her face as it all happens. It's weird, but makes it great. And then, yeah, Yurina the butcher serving Jashin-chan meat to the fish that wanted it. Didn't know that fish ate snakes, but I guess they do. What do I know about biology, really? But the best thing about this was just the flopping that Jashin-chan did, because yeah, it's supposed to be reminiscent of throwing a fish on the table and it's still kind of alive. So that was great. And then Jashin-chan complaining about having to pay taxes and fees and stuff, which is, yeah, the worst. I think I watched some Dogen YouTube video about like specifically banking fees and stuff like that. So yeah, they can get pretty ridiculous in Japan. Not that they're much better in America, but yeah, just they suck is kind of the point. And then they had this thing, World Sports Festival. I assume they were referring to the Olympics here, you know, but you know, it's a bit of a complicated thing. They're definitely not going to make them the money that they think they will. Yeah, some people are pretty excited about that 1,000 yen a day, and some people don't care too much. Then we had a nice little interaction between our two angels, you know, Pino and Poporon outside, because, yeah, Pino works there, and Poporon delivers stuff to there, so they were bound to run into each other. At some point, a little bit of an argument there. But then, of course, things got worse when Jashin-chan showed up, which is kind of the theme of the show, really. And she was going to eat food that wasn't meant for her, because she's a bad person, and she does bad person things. Apparently heaven doesn't have taxes, which kind of makes sense, because if you went to heaven and there were taxes there, could you really call it heaven? So, yeah, luckily that's the case for them. Not that it matters, nobody in the show currently lives in heaven, so. And yeah, because she ate that, we had to eat something else. Jashin-chan's food, omelette, so I guess everyone was happy with that. They didn't seem to get too violent, which I thought it might. But I guess because Yurina wasn't involved in it, violence was never going to happen. Because 100% beef is too nice of a person to get violent. Well, unless you really deserve it. Like, I think she did, like, technically get violent later in the episode on the beach. But yeah, before we forget, there was kind of a theme in this episode about just kind of friendship and acceptance. Because, yeah, one of the points of conflict in the show have been, you know, the demons, devils versus the angels, and because Pekora, the angel, hanging out with the devils, she got into a little bit of trouble because of that. But that is kind of our thing, you know, our group. We always meet new people, we become friends with them, we bring them into the fold, we bring them into the circle of friends and hang out, and it doesn't matter if you're an angel or devil, just if you want to hang out with us and have a good time, and you can put up with Jashin-chan, then yeah, we'll gladly welcome you. And yeah, that was a bit of a theme in the episode. And that aspect of the show was becoming more clear with Pino, because, you know, she's Pino. But anyway, yeah, next part, we have our beach episode, which is great. We had one before, as they referenced here, because they don't care about the fourth wall in this show. They really don't. And they all look great in the swimsuits. We had Yurina over here, who had the kind of probably the most stylish one. You know, it kind of fits their whole gothic Lolita general persona. And just looks good. Like little rose here, little rose there. You know, anyone else that's worth mentioning? I mean, 100% Beef, of course, has a cow theme one. That goes without saying. Piccolo with a skull swimsuit, which just kind of feels right, really. And just in general, they all seem pretty cute, for the most part. Yeah, just Pedu-chan with her frills, very fitting. So, yeah, they were all pretty much solid. No complaints there. So, also she has legs because, you know, for the occasion, you can't properly wear a bikini unless you have legs and other parts to be covered by the bikini. So, we needed those tears. They were those disgusting expired tears. Then we had this baby here. I think it was right about here. Yeah, what was it that she said? Yeah, she's like, haha, don't it look great? And as she's doing that, Medusa's admiring her, as she always does. Then we had a little bit of a comment from Pedu-chan, who's just always so mean to Jashin-chan. She says, it's lame that you destroyed the character that you built yourself up as. Ouch. And she says it with a smile, too. I prefer you with your usual gross lower half. And, you know, there's some truth to that. That is obviously, the snake bit is her character, her persona, so we can't get rid of it for too long. However, it's okay to kind of do it temporarily, because shows will sometimes do that, you know? They'll have a potion or curse or something that changes the character's aspect temporarily, because it's something new and fresh, and you get to kind of see a new aspect of them. But you would never want it to be permanent. Like, I would never want Jashin-chan to be without her tail permanently. But I think as a temporary little thing, it's fine. So I think she's, you know, I think it's kind of an unnecessary thing for her to say, personally. Then we got to do the whole Zazas, which I think was a Season 1 thing. Season 1 opening. Gross lower half. Kitanai Kahanshin. Yeah, I think it says Kahanshin. But, yeah. Oh yeah, Kahanshin, right. I usually see that word in kanji. It's weird to see it in katakana, but yeah. Yeah, it tracks. I mean, I guess the same thing for Kitanai, but it was more obvious with that one. Anyway, yeah, Jashin-chan did not take too kindly to any of that. And then, yeah, we had, I think it was Yurine and Pino Pori. I don't know why I'm struggling to kind of remember the new girl's name. The new angel. You know, they sat together outside of the stuff to kind of watch the luggage, because, yeah, she's still slowly kind of being incorporated into the group. She's still not fully into it just yet, so yeah, she's gonna, of course, hang back a little bit for now. I think she'll be a bit more proactive and join in with everyone in activities eventually, later on. And then, yeah, we had Jashin-chan pee in the water, which is, that's great. It's relevant to my interests. So, they weren't big fans of it, though. That was a great scene, though. Then we had watermelon stuff, just Jashin-chan eating watermelons, spitting seeds into Yurina's face, which is always nice. And then she threatens to shove the seeds inside of her body. Just let that sink in. And then we actually met up with our nice little ice demons over here, which is good. What's not so good is Jashin-chan being mean to poor Koji, who does not deserve that. I mean, putting seeds on the face isn't that bad of a thing, but still, it was still mean. We just see her crying, just, please stop bullying Koji. Like, it's not okay. But luckily, we buried Jashin-chan and just cut her with a sword, kind of putting her in the role of the watermelon. But instead of a stick, instead of blindfolding the person with the stick, we have a ice sword and no blindfold, and she's blindfolded, and she was very desperately trying to avoid it by being like, hey, there's a thing in the water, guys. And she was probably hoping that she would forget about it, but no, just right into the head. Just unfortunate for her. But like usual, these are all self-inflicted problems of Jashin-chan's. And she would just stop being mean, she would have less suffering in her life. So, but that's not gonna happen. Jashin-chan never learns. It's a cool looking sword though, for sure. So apparently that was a coffin. It still doesn't really look like a coffin to me. It looks like just a bundle of wood, but I guess I can kind of see it as being a coffin if I squint my eyes enough. But yeah, there was a new friend in there, a Chinese girl. A hell Chinese girl. So, and the joke there is, of course, that, like, yeah, we have normal countries just having their own hell equivalent in hell. It's just an excuse to have a Chinese-like girl in the show. You know, I get what it's doing. But just the whole bringing up the disease thing, I'm sure it wasn't intentional, because this is obviously based on source material that was probably written before the current events, you know? But just that is quite funny. And then we had this scene here with Yurina and Peru-chan just laughing at Jashin-chan, which was great. I kind of want a gif of that. And then, yeah, 100% Beef doing good work, just wrestling, moving her way through the problem, getting her to settle down, breaking her in the process. But luckily we had glue, so no problems there. Yeah, she is a Jiangshi, which, yeah, I think I've heard that term before. So, but yeah, Kyun, our new member. She's quite cute. I like her. I'm glad she's a part of the show. I have no complaints there. So, just as usual, Jashin-chan's mean to everyone, which includes Kyun. But man, she's adorable, isn't she? Probably the most adorable character so far. Shay, right back at you. That hopping thing, I swear I've seen that in another anime. It may have been this show, it may have been something else, but I'm sure I saw that somewhere else. But anyway, just, yeah, good episode. I quite liked it. Not much more to say on it than that. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.